Yay. Welcome to the first Monday Mojo of October. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's October. OND is fast and furious upon us. It's already the 4th. Do you feel behind? I do. I totally feel behind. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already the 4th. So much to cover tonight. I've asked your leaders to come on and share their biggest tips and tricks for either for this sponsoring incentive, which I'm gonna refresh your memory or let you know if you hadn't heard it yet. I'm also going to ask my friend Laura to be co-host with me, and I'm going to ask Kaz also to be co-host. So there are lots of people still coming in the room. So if you guys wouldn't mind just keeping an eye on that, that would be awesome. So we just got a huge announcement. I just got a text like 40 minutes ago. One Hope is going to double the bonuses for LCE up to ECE. Now, for anybody in or out of Fast Start. This is huge, you guys. This is money, okay? If you haven't promoted up to ECE and you've been with the company and you're out of your Fast Start, this is the time to go. Not only are they paying us ridiculous amounts of money for sponsoring, like you guys, it's crazy. So $20 when you sponsor one person, that's the way it always is. Doesn't suck, but it's $20. I mean, that's what, like 2 coffees at Starbucks. I don't know. When you sponsor 2 people, you're going to get, I have to look. Where's my numbers? You're going to get, what do you get? Quick, somebody, whatever you get. You get a 50 person, right? Thank you. Sorry. I've been, look at my numbers, you guys. I'm like writing numbers all day. I've got little sticky notes. So you're going to get $50 a person for 2 people. So $100 when you sponsor 2 people. When you sponsor 3 people, yes, with the wine kit. Thank you, Laura. 3 people, it's $70 a person and there's no cap. Sponsor your butts off this month. Charlotte, do you have a question?
Yeah, because if you're sponsoring 3 or more people at $70 each and they hit Rockstar, you are getting $100 for each of those people, you guys. Do not leave cash on the table.
I forgot about that. See, it's so many numbers. Yes. Boom. You guys, it's so much money. So everybody, any conversation you've ever had, anyone you thought to, I reached out to the most random person today. And she was like, I am totally interested in hearing more. Like, I was like, well, she's on my list. I better call her because I can't get on Facebook. And we're having lunch. Like, you guys, this is the time to go for it. So I forgot about that, Charlotte. Double Rockstar bonus. Double, when you do the 3, double, or I'm sorry, $70.
It's not double Rockstar. It's just you're adding your Rockstar to the 70 if you get 3. So that's,
oh, sorry.
Yeah, Rockstar's the same, but you're adding that. Okay. So it's,
sorry,
you know,
it's
still a lot of money.
It's $100. It's $100. The money is crazy. And it's almost the holidays, you guys. So, and you know what? Somebody who's way better at math than I am is going to do a nice thing for all of us to see, and we're going to post it. Okay, we're going to post it in the Dream Crew. We're going to post it. We're going to post it in Time for Wine. We'll post it in everybody's group. Everybody needs to see it because they got to see what's on the table for you. It's so much money. Okay, so sponsoring bonuses and then promotion bonuses. Go for it. The money on the table is ridiculous. Okay, I know I'm talking a lot about that, but that's all I've been thinking about. See on my notes. Okay, any questions about that? Because I probably confused you. Anyone? No? They're all, no, we are way smarter than you are, and we totally know it by heart. Yes, Charla.
I was just gonna say that the biggest thing this month, you guys, I've been telling my team is an impact director gets $2,000 this month. So that can like more than cover a Christmas or a Hanukkah or a whatever, or a vacation or anything. So that's kind of huge. Impact director this month. If you have anyone in Fast Start, that's something. I mean, if it were me and I were like, rewind, that $2,000 would be non-negotiable.
Yeah, no kidding. I just did it. Oh, Look at Laura. All righty then. Way to go. I need that kind of skill right there. Laura just sent me the whole breakdown, so we'll be posting that any minute. Here's the other thing, Charlotte, that is, oh, I was just going to say, I worked it out for somebody who has already hit SCE, but is going for Impact Director this month without me even thinking about Rockstar, because I forgot about Rockstar. Her check when she hits Impact Director is $3,625. Yeah. Yeah. That's no joke. I misspelled her name and it spelled out Germany. And I was like, well, sorry about that, but you could actually buy a first class ticket to Germany with that money. So go get it, girl. Anyway, I mean, that's serious dough. So you guys, we have seen so many people hit Impact Director in their first month. These guys can do this, but even if you're out of your fast start, it's still a wad of cash. Do you want to screenshot it, Laura? Do you want to screenshot what you just sent me? Or share your screen? Or can you? If you can't, that's fine.
I have to hold on. Give me a second. Let me bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so, oh, look at all that. Oh my goodness, Beth, you guys are awesome. Okay, so while Laura's doing that, I'm going to go and poke at your directors. They all have great things to share with you. Again, tips and tricks for how to really maximize not just this promotion, but the 3 months ahead of us, you guys. As you heard a billion times by now, 40+% of wine sales in a year happen in the next 3 months. And the truth is they happen in the next 2 months. So let's get busy. Okay, I'm going to ask Charlotte first. Charlotte, what's your hot tip?
Okay, I'm trying to, well, I know my first one was the last thing I had said to you was to not rely on social media. So I emailed Lori and I was like, so I think we've all learned that we need to like go back old school a little bit. And it's like, just to reiterate, it's a good refresher because, sorry, I'm looking up something I wrote. And I do that once in a while. I go in that back office and I pull out some emails and I'll look at someone's last order, and it takes a few minutes, but you know, I know they haven't ordered in a year, and I look at what they got and I'm like, hey, I send just a personal note, never copy paste and all that stuff. It's like, hey, you know, I don't know if you know, but we have a brand new vintner cab, or we have this hospitality collection that's come out since you last ordered. That's always those connections. Don't just rely on the social media. And then, okay, so the 90-day planning. We talked about this at boot camp. I am guilty. I'm not the best planner. I have planners, you guys. Look, I buy them. They're cute. I get them at Target, and then they're blank. Because I am a little all over the place. I write in them for like a day. Like I think I did, you know, I did something on there, and then I go to another planner. Well, then I have another one that I'm on right now, and a lot of it's up here. But when it comes down to OND especially, you have to, because it's all going to happen so fast. And this is one time when I do map it out. I've got a calendar on the wall. My events now need to be scheduled through December. I mean, we're all busy. I have got hockey. I've got all kinds of stuff. So my dates are limited. Everything needs to be planned. And I need to also do my reach outs in October for corporate gifting. Do not wait till December 1st to talk to somebody about ordering those custom etched bottles or getting some gifting done. Think about it in terms like this. You want to enjoy December no matter how you spend it with your family, I'm sure. And the more you do in October and November and do this 90-day plan, you're going to get to sit back and enjoy December. You're still going to be busy, but you won't be too crazed. So that would be my biggest tip, though. It really is the plan of the next 3 months.
You know, I love that. And I want to say, be very, you know, if you are not intentional, if you don't make a plan, OND will happen to you. Like it will happen to you. And all of a sudden, and it'll be okay. Like it'll be okay. But if you are intentional and you make a plan and you do, I mean, you know, it's like your vitamins, do at least 5 reach outs every day. 5 reach outs takes you 15 minutes tops, unless you talk to somebody, and then it's going to take longer, but that's going to pay off for you. So be intentional. Don't let it happen to you. Be an active participant in the next 3 months.
It's still going to happen. And that's what you're going to get blindsided.
Exactly.
You will get blindsided. Somebody will contact you about something and you don't want your plate to get so full that you can't, that you're too overwhelmed and you yourself do not enjoy the holidays or whatever. So that's, oh, and it's taken 5 years to learn that, to learn this, like I need to be proactive on OND.
I love it. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Yep.
I'm going to tip in and add on to that as well. As you're planning, plan for things to go wrong. Plan extra time for when things don't go the way you think they're going to go. And, I plan my day today to do this and this and this and this and this. And then guess what? Something happens and the whole thing gets derailed. So plan in extra time where you don't have anything planned so that you can catch up on yourself.
Yeah. And I would add to that also, overbook. Tastings will cancel things, especially right now. If you think I can do 4 tastings in October, go ahead and book 6. You can do 6 too, but it's highly likely that 1 or 2 of those are going to reschedule. So always overbook. And my advice, and this is, just my advice, and you guys all showed up for the call, so I'm going to give you the hard love. Okay. If I can do 12 tastings in October and 12 in November, I will do as many tastings as I can because everybody wants them and all that money is out there for you. Yes, impact as well, but I'm talking about money because it's almost the holidays and I need to make some money. So I think that is the most compelling reason. Just book yourself to the hilt. You might be tired, but guess what? That 2 weeks that you are sitting around with your family and enjoying every minute with them and they're playing with their new toys or watching their new TV or whatever, and you did that, you're not going to be mad about it. So, okay, Kaz, since you were already live, do you want to share your hot tip?
Yeah, I guess, there's so many things that we can do. I love all the things that Charlotte talked about and Laurie that you've been talking about. One thing that I was reminded about just this past week, when I was trying to hit goals for the end of the month, was that when we download our contact report, so you go to your dashboard, you download your contact report to an Excel file or something like that, there's a column in there that shows how much each person has in their wine credits. And I found that I had customers that had like hundreds of dollars, literally, in wine credits. And so I reached out to them on an individual, one-by-one basis, pretty much the same message by text or email, however we normally talk to each other, and just said, hey, do you realize you've got $400 sitting there in wine credits because you're such an amazing wine club customer or whatever it is? And then I kind of got to the end of those big numbers and I got to something like, I don't know, 8,652. And I'm like, oh, okay, you've got $8. No, there were these people that have like $86. The number that's there, if it's in the thousands, you just like 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to put the decimal point 2 numbers in. That's how many dollars they've got to spend. And so you can reach out and say, hey, you've got all of this money to spend. What do you want to get with it? Or, do you want to donate it? And while we're looking at that, have you thought, you've got all of this from just being a fantastic customer. Think how much you could be doing if you jumped in and were part of this with us. So use that contact report because it's not, unless you actually go and download it, you don't realize how much more information is in that report. There's a lot more on the Excel spreadsheet that you get than there is in when you look at the contacts on your screen. That makes sense?
Yeah. Kim Cronin couldn't be here tonight, but she took that and elevated one step further. And so she said, pull the report of your customers' points and then reach out sharing your current fundraiser link and the purchase with purchase offer. Right? So that's a great upsell for people because they can add that on when they get that 6 bottles for $86 right? They can add that on. And then she also said she's been offering a link to earn free wine, no party required, just share a custom link to your social media to fundraise and earn free wine. So have that conversation with your host. Those were really good tips. I love it. Alyssa, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to save you for the end, or we might have a whole special call just for Alyssa. Alyssa blew our minds over the weekend. Literally blew our minds with this incredible tip on how to do short, and a lot of you know this, but I had no idea, how to do shortcuts on your phone. So you're not typing out your website all the time. You're not, like, oh my gosh, you guys, it was mind blowing. Thank you so much, Kaz. That was awesome.
I also dropped a couple little things in the jumping off of Kaz's suggestion. So the couple things I've been doing in that vein is I'm not canceling their subscription because I want them to get free shipping on that order that they use with their points. I'm pushing their subscription 1 quarter or whatever it makes sense for them based on the personal discussion. But more importantly, move it to hit the first 15 days of your month. That way, your regular subscriptions hit when they hit, and it's in the first 15 days of your month.
Smart, very smart, very smart. Are you letting them know?
Oh yeah, I'll just say,
Okay.
hey, do you want to move it to like the 1st of December? And what I also usually do is I will shrink it. So if they typically hit the 20th of the month, instead of having them move to the 20th 3 months from now, I have them move to the 1st 3 months from now.
I like it. I like that. Yeah, it is a little crazy how, because it's, for me, it's always whenever the event was, right? Like that's when I put it in. So I like that idea. So move the subscription into the first 15 days. I'm gonna make this a thing for everybody to see. First 15 days. I love that. Thanks, Alyssa. And yeah, we'll hang on to that other one for an official training if that's cool.
Yeah,
I want to
that works.
ask that Erin messaged me privately in the chat here about that spreadsheet when you download contacts. So I want to answer that for everyone. I love numbers. I'm not an expert on Excel or anything like that, but I love playing around with those spreadsheets. When you download that contacts report, it is huge. I mean, they have so many columns, there's so many information. A lot of it you're not necessarily interested in right now. So when you click on the column heading, like the ABC along the top, you can click on that letter, and then you can just delete that whole column, right? So you can delete columns, get rid of the ones you don't want. You can also, like at the columns that are on the left, like where the name is, and then you've got the other information is like way across, right? So you've got the name at one end, and you've got the other information like all the way across. You can insert a column right next to their name, and then copy and paste the wine club, whatever the information is, the credits or whatever it is you want, right next to their name. And so you've got it right there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I knew there had to be an easy way because when I get it all, I'm like, what did I just do? What did I just print?
Right. Good tips. I love it.
Thank you.
Katie Sunny, Barton.
Hi. My tip for the holiday time is to send out, I don't know, it's a little dark in here, just the way you send out holiday cards from your family. I send out these little like, thank you, this is the one I did last year. Just like a little thank you holiday card. And I typically send these out at the very end of October, the very beginning of November. And the reason I want to send them out so early, and I'll write just like a quick little message on the back for people, like, if I know something about their family or just thinking about them, I want to be on the top of their list when they're gifting, when they're sending gifts, when they're buying gifts, when they start spending for the holiday season, whether they're ordering wine because they're hosting Thanksgiving or they're ordering wine because they're attending Thanksgiving. I want them to be shopping with me. So I want to be right in front of them, like on the refrigerator or kitchen counter, with gratitude for their purchases in the past. And sometimes I'll download that Excel spreadsheet, but as Kaz mentioned, sometimes I've been doing this 4 years, so it's kind of big with all my customers. So sometimes I go into my dashboard contacts, and then you can sort people by how much their lifetime spend. So I'll sort people that way and kind of start with like my biggest spenders and go in order. And then of course there might be people that like I personally just am really close with and want to send like a OneHope note from. If you're new to OneHope, you don't have to get these made up with your own like family on them and stuff. You can literally just send a note card that you buy at Walmart or Target. Just a little handwritten note card, maybe drop your business card in there and just thank them for supporting your business and, you know, let them know you're thinking about them. I think getting something in the mail keeps you right on the top of people's minds. You're on mute, Lori.
I don't even remember muting myself. I love that though. You want to provide just the best, most personal customer service that you can. You basically, for the most part, you've met all of these people. So they will remember your beautiful face. Obviously, Katie's got family photos on there. I would probably do something similar, personal, touch them, you know, and be grateful. They have, you know, my card might have some tear stains on it for this year because it was a rough year and customers were amazing to me. So I'm getting a little verklempt. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Katie. I really appreciate
Can I
it.
add to Katie's?
Yeah, please. And then
Mine's not quite the same because I send these out as often as I can after events or customers purchase, but I went a step further and did a thank you card. And the back is printed for me already. It has my phone number on there. And then I usually write a quick note like over 7 million plus and give back so far or something. So it doesn't look like it's just a computer sending them something. Because again, like Katie said, you want to be forefront in their mind, and their own liquor store and grocery store is not sending them thank yous, but we are.
exactly. Will you hold that up again so I can take a screenshot? Okay, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot.
I just want to add on what Beth said too about writing a little note, like look up their order and be like, you know,
And the back.
Loved that cab, or, you know, just something to make it personal that's 3 to 4 words and
Yep.
sign your name on it. And it's now a personal note that took, you know, you can still put a label on the outside to mail it. You can still have a pre-printed card. But it's just like our holiday cards for our family. I still try to write something like, we missed you guys or whatever, you know, you can, one sentence, it doesn't take long.
Exactly. I love that. Beth, did you have another tip to share?
I did.
Okay.
And practice what you preach. I've been doing this all day, actually. So my top tip for the holiday season is to reach out to every single past host, customer even, and every nonprofit that you've worked with over the past year or even 2, and let them know that the holiday season is the perfect time for them to host another fundraiser. They may have hosted one in July, but they can do it again because you're fresh on their mind. It's a great time. People want to give back. They want to make meaningful purchases, and they're already buying wine and gifts anyway. So why not redirect those purchases through OneHope and give back to their favorite nonprofit? I also today, basically what I did is I reached out to everyone who didn't respond to me. So I sent them a quick note. I'm just following up with my previous email. I'm hoping we can connect. Now is the perfect time to host a holiday fundraiser for your nonprofit. Like I just said, everyone's already purchasing wine, gathering, and gifting. So it'd be great if we could help that benefit your nonprofit. It's really great for the host or the nonprofit because A, they're getting that donation, and they're also earning those host rewards that they can turn around and use for their own wine, for their holiday gifting, or their own get-togethers,
Just listening.
or give gifts to people they need.
Mute.
And building on top of that, the way OneHope has changed the gift boxes and the gifting, there's no reason why every single person that is purchasing wine from you this quarter should not be adding a gift or 2 onto that purchase so they can save that for Christmas.
I love it. I love that. You guys, I'm taking furious notes here. I have a lot of work to do. I hope Facebook goes down again tomorrow. Just kidding.
Can I jump in right after Beth?
Yeah, you're next. I have you written down right here. Go. Oh no. Did I freeze or did Aaron? Aaron, you froze. Oi.
Want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Because I have to go get my daughter from swim in a couple minutes.
Go for it.
But okay, let me share my screen. This is Mark, who did the great
I was going to
breakdown.
totally give him props, but then I was like,
This is not me. This is not me, just so you know. Mark is the one that is all skilled as far as doing anything math related. But yeah, so here's a breakdown. I gave it to Laurie. She can add it into the Dream Crew page. It just shows like all of the money on the table this month, right? So my big tip is about sponsoring, and Laurie already touched upon it a little bit about it, but as far as like sharing with everybody, always say like the key to your business is personal reach outs, right? You always want to do your personal reach outs. Doing that 5 a day is wonderful. And then what I always like to incorporate in addition to those reach outs is use your social media, right? Like use it to work for you. So for me, for the past 5 years, I post religiously on my social media. A simple post, a picture of you holding a glass of wine, a picture of you enjoying your favorite bottle, a wine meme, whatever it is. The great thing about it is it creates interaction and it creates more people that you can add onto your why not list. So it's one of those things that if somebody likes it, somebody comments on it, it gives you, I always say it's an invitation for you to reach out to them. So make sure that you add them on your list and ask how they're doing. Thanks for the love on my post. Are you open to learning more about the opportunity? Then you can book yourself a discovery call. But I love it. Social media, you want people to know, again, like the forefront of their minds. Hey, I'm the wine gal. Come to me for wine tastings, for wine, for gifts, all of the above. So that's my quick tip.
I love that, Laura. Thank you so much. And you know, the message that you hear through and through and through, everything that you hear is be yourself. You're not trying to be anybody you're not. I know I have watched Laura's puppy grow up for the last year, and I know it was just his first birthday, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean, be yourself, share your life. What is it, 70-30? Is that the rule? 70% your life, 30%
Yes.
business, right? So yes, talk about the sales, talk about all the great stuff that we have going on for sure. But also share your life. Let people see how you're enjoying your life, you know, show your kids, show your cat, you know, all those things. So,
And it doesn't have to be perfect, Laurie, right?
right.
Like I have no idea half the time what I'm doing, but I'm like, I'll try it out. Why not?
You
Give it
just
a go.
gotta jump in, you guys. I
Yep.
did a TikTok today because there was no Facebook. Oh my God. And you might, if you're a TikTok user, you might guess what I did by how we opened the call. Thank you, Laura. Drive safe, going to get your girly. Erin, you're up next.
Hello. I was going to jump in after Beth, but I think I lost some.
You froze, yeah.
I froze up. But anyways, I was going to connect to, first of all, Katie, I had no idea. I was just went into my CE dashboard. I had no idea you could click the spend. I'm like, oh my gosh. look how much
Lifetime
she
spend. I
spent.
love sorting data or data, as the British people say.
Oh,
Know that?
wow. It blew my mind. I'm so excited. It's going to simplify so many things. So thank you. Had no idea. So a lot of what I do this time of the year, kind of like what Beth was talking about, is going back to hosts, but specifically, I've built quite the partnerships with a few nonprofits. And that's exactly what I do. I reach out to them, perfect time to host, but if not host, in fact, perfect timing. One of them messaged me today and was wondering about the grants. And I said, well, you still have 3 more months. They're still granting, they're still giving the grants through December. But I said, hey, I still have your link open. And I'm like, I was actually going to reach out to you today. And we can still continue to raise money. There's money on there. She's like, oh, that's awesome. We can put it on our social media. Now, this is a younger nonprofit. So the other ones that I've worked with, I just need to remind them, there's gifting. I always have a link open. Here's a link for you. I will close it out at the end of the year. So first of the year, I'll open a new link for the 7 or 8 that I'm always partnering with. And there are so many more out there. one thing that I did with my team in Crush was look up your local nonprofits, type in your city, your town, and you would be shocked by how many there are, and then reach out. And that's pretty much what I did last January. And people answered. They're like, yeah, tell me more.
Yep. I love that, Erin. That's so true. And there's so many smaller nonprofits that we don't know about. And doing a Google search like that is going to be huge for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Natalie Shelton, are you in a position to share a tip with us? I don't know, because you don't have your camera on. Oh, she's
sorry, here I am. You know, I think everybody had some really great tips, and I'm sorry I'm not showing my picture. I was home with a sick kiddo today, so I'm a mess. Anyway, I think that everybody has great tips. I mean, during this holiday season, I just sent out a ton of the folders that we get. So the white folders, and I put the, and somebody might have said this already too, but I put the total impact amount, the corporate brochure that we had, and then I had made some postcards with my information on it, and I put a bunch of those in the mail today, just to corporations for gifting. And so I always keep the white folders when they come because it's a nice presentation. So that's all I got.
I love it. I love that. I love that. I always keep those folders too, because and in a live tasting, I use them for if you book a tasting, there's some goodies in there for them to look at and use, etc. Or I might say, you know, if you book a tasting, there's a gift in here for you, something like that. So I love those. I think it's really important. You'll see the theme through all of this. The theme here is reach back. Reach back, do your reach outs, reach back to your customers, give them the ultimate in customer service, right? I love all of this. Okay, we've got, I think, 2 more people that I would love to ask to share. One is Crystal. Is she still here? Yeah. Crystal, what's your top tip for either sponsoring, taking advantage of, and I know that she's driving, so she might not be able to get on. So either for the holidays or for taking full advantage of the bonuses that we're offering this month. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that she can't come on. Taretha, did you want to add anything to this? Hi, you're muted, you're muted, you're muted. There's my girl.
Okay. What I'm doing, since I'm in the healthcare industry, I'm kind of like reaching out to the directors that's at the hospital, and I gave them some of the brochures that we have. So I'm because I walk the halls every day when so basically I'm just gonna like I say, just go follow up with them to see like when would they be ready to, you know, like place their orders. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm just following up with the lots of the customers that purchase wine prior to this month.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Personal reach outs. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything that we missed that when you were listening, you thought, man, I would, yeah, Charlotte, go.
All right, I had one more tip come to me that I've been doing lately, and I just really wanted to share with you guys because I am super about do not copy paste. I make every message personal, and so many of us, I know not everybody does, but we all have these iPhones, and when you go into a message, you can do a voice message. And for me, that is all about saving time too, and you know, and not having to copy paste. Is I might be sitting here and I'll just be like, you know, hey, Katie, I just want to let you know, I just checked on your account. You have like $30 in rewards points, and I've got some events open if you want to use that. Let's talk about it. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon. That is like 1,000 times more personal than any text, email, anything. So if you've got an iPhone and someone has an iPhone, I know there's other ways to do it. You can do it in Messenger, but a voice message, they're feeling you so much more. You can do it, like I said, Facebook, lots of voice messages. They don't also see the first line and ignore the message. They're going to open it and listen. They're going to listen to what you have to say. So don't ramble like I am right now. Make it short and sweet, and do a quick, get to the point, don't word vomit on them, and just, share a new wine. I know you love Sauv Blanc, and we just got this new Sauv Blanc, so message me back and I can tell you all about it. Done.
Boom.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm such a big fan of the voice texting. You can also push the microphone and speak and it'll type your text. But to me, the voice messaging, because I am a fairly spontaneous person. So if I'm sitting there doing something and I think about Christy, and I think, oh, dang, I forgot, I should tell her she loves Sauvignon Blanc. Christy, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you, right? So you can just make it so much more personal. Like Charlotte said, I do have a tendency to ramble. So try not to ramble because that's going to get irritating. Try to keep it, under a minute, get the point across, but also your warmth and your love and friendship for that person. That's important too. Awesome. Okay, Kim Smith, raise your hand. Yes, Kim.
If you have an Android, it is a voice to text that you can do. Please spell check.
Or at least say, I'm voice to texting this, sorry.
Right, so otherwise it's just this ramble, one big sentence. So
yeah,
just a little tip is go back and spell check.
I love it. These were awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on board. I will do a recap of all of these, and then please tag your teammates, have your friends and neighbors come and look, add new tips as you think of them. If you did something and it worked great, man, put it in the tip thread. I should say the tip jar, huh? We all need to see it. Because you guys, I took so many notes tonight. I can't even tell you, these are all things I'm going to commit to doing. So my call to action for you is 2. I have 2 calls to action. One is, please commit to 5 reach outs a day. I'm looking at you. Yep, I'm looking at you. Commit to, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your title is. I don't care if you started yesterday or 3 years ago or 5 years ago. I am learning from my own mistakes. I hate reach outs. Can I be honest? I hate them. But guess what? They will change your business. I learned that today. Do 5 a day. Just commit 5 a day. It's not that much. Kim Smith knows 5 a day. That's all it takes. Massive momentum. Exactly. And that's what we're looking for going into this holiday season is massive momentum. And then my final call to action / plea to you is to please, there we go. Get somebody on a discovery call. Want to grow your team? Get somebody on a discovery call. This is not that, we don't have that culture here. Let's change that, okay? Christy Griffin, I'm putting you on the spot. Tell everybody why they should book discovery calls, even if it's with their best friend.
So I was scared to death to do a discovery call, and Lori challenged me to do one. She's like, I don't care who you do it with, your husband, your best friend, your neighbor, I don't care. I just want you to get somebody on the call. So I called up one of my dear friends who I know would do anything for me. And I said, I'm not asking you, she knows direct sales, all that sort of stuff. Just get on this call with me. I have to do one, and I'm terrified to do one. She says, sure, I'll do it for you. So we got on there, Lori did her thing, and we acted like we weren't going to do it. And she's an event planner, by the way, and I knew she needed this in her life. And she said, I can't really do it right now, but maybe October, November, sometime around there, I've got to get some stuff off my plate. The beginning of October, she called me and she said, should I do this? I need an event. I've got an event that's coming up and I have to order all this wine for it. Should I just sign up now? I said, yes. Oh my God. She signed up that day. She hit her rock star that day because of the large order that she put in, and she's $200 away from getting her $100 bonus.
And that's why we do discovery calls. So that anxiety that you feel, that nervousness that you feel, everybody feels it. Everybody feels it. So get on with your sister or your mom or your husband or somebody so you can see what it feels like, because it's not intimidating and it's not scary. It's not weird. It's a very natural conversation. And I'm just going to help them figure out where they fit. I'm not going to talk them into anything. I'm not going to manhandle them or whatever you would, strong arm them is the word I'm looking for. Not manhandling anyone these days, but I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on, but I am going to help them see this is a good fit for you. And if it's not, guess what? I won't either, but I'm going to stick with it. Okay. So, all right. Thank you for sharing, Christy. I knew I had to put you on the spot or you would never share it. So, okay, I'm going to end the recording. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Anybody have anything to add? Kaz, you look like you want to say something. Nope, that was Eon. Perfect. Okay, just kidding.